because you're always bucking the heritage.
Y'all must have forgot.
I'm my chip out, man. I got this shit.
Hey everybody, Mr. The Fanboy here. It's time for this is my review of Bellator 1. Wait, what was it again? Bellator 177 and Bellator Kickboxing 6. I knew there was going to be a Bellator kickboxing show tonight, but I didn't not know there was going to be another MMA show, and they air back to back with the MMA show airing first. The kickboxing show, before I even start this review, the kickboxing show was phenomenal. The actual Bellator fight card, I came in late, was, from what I've seen, was okay. Not the best event Bellator has put on, but it was okay. At least the guy I wanted, the guy I wanted to see on this card won his fight. But I didn't even know there was a Bellator MMA fight. I actually thought that was last week, and it was last week, but that was another fight. But it turns out this was there was a fight this week too. In the opener, Adam Borix defeated Anthony Taylor by submission in round 1, 4 minutes and 12 seconds of round 1. Lena Arvinikova defeated Helen Harper in round 2 by TKO of round 2, 5 minutes of round 2. Daniel Weichel defeated John Teixeira. Yeah, my boy Daniel Weichel defeated John Teixeira. I can't pronounce his last name, but yeah, Daniel White, he defeated him unanimous decision in a pretty good fight. Nothing special, but a pretty good fight. Eduardo Dantes defeated Leandro Higo, unanimous decision in another okay fight. Like I said, the Bellator MMA portion of this giant card tonight was okay. Now let's get to the best part, the best card, and that was the Bellator Kickboxing 6 card. Of course, in the opener you had Gabriel in the opener you had Gabor Gorbix defeating Gabriel Varga in unanimous decision in a pretty awesome fight to start the show. You had Jarena Byers defeating Irene Martins in an okay women's fight. This was an okay fight. And then of course you had my boy, one of my main reasons for tuning into this show was to see karate and kickboxing champ Raymond Daniels destroying and defeating Gorfuri Saba. This was an awesome fight with lots of flashy spin kicks, and cool martial arts maneuvers from Raymond Daniels. That's what I love about Raymond Daniels. Not only is he a talented fighter, he's a master, because all the flashy moves you see in films, you see Raymond Daniels pulling off. You see him pulling off in this fight, and he pulled off several awesome moves, and he just destroyed and danced all over the Gayorfi Saba guy. He defeated him round 3 in 37 seconds of round 3. The next fight I want to see was Joe Schilling versus Alexander Nagueria. Joe Schilling defeated Alexander Nagueria unanimous decision in an awesome fight. Alexander Nagueria even also nearly caught Joe Schilling with an awesome spinning back fist, but my man Joe Schilling won. And Kareem Gaiji defeated Zoltan Larzak in another awesome fight. However, it wasn't, in my opinion, wasn't as good as the last 2 fights, but this was still a pretty good fight. And Kareem Gaiji, this guy's pretty guy was pretty good. This was another awesome fight. Nothing wowed me in the fight, but another awesome kickboxing match. This is the very first Bellator kickboxing show I've watched. Back in 2016, when it was announced that Scott Coker, who most of you probably don't know, well, actually most of you probably do know, for those who don't know, but in the 1880s, he was president of a kickboxing organization called the International Sports Karate Association, which is still around today. However, it's not as big as it used to be, but it's still around today. He was president of that organization. I was hugely excited when he was announced that he was bringing kickboxing, where Bellator was having their own kickboxing event. The production values were great, the interests were awesome, and the fights were awesome. Now their production values and now their shows, their production value, their entire shows and product is nowhere near Glory Kickboxing or any of the top kickboxing organizations around the world. But this is a great this is another awesome kickboxing organization, and it gives kickboxing fans and fight fans more to watch, and it's one of the things I love about Bellator, giving the fans variety. You get not only a lot of awesome MMA cards, but you get the Dynamite shows they have in July of each year. The Dynamite shows with MMA and kickboxing. You got the partnership with Ryzen, where some of their fighters like King Mo go to compete in their awesome in their Grand Prix tournaments. Then of course you got and now they have their own kickboxing organization. I hope Bellator one day becomes big enough to surpass UFC, because it's already the superior show, man. But I'll talk more about Bellator and UFC in another video. Do a new Bellator versus UFC. I did one for 2015. I'm gonna do one for 2017. Well, like I said, this has been my review of Bellator 177 and Bellator Kickboxing 6, Bellator 6 Kickboxing. All right. Oh yeah, before I also start, the main event, not only was it was a title fight. I almost forgot. Kareem Gaiji defeated Zoltan Larzak to regain the Bellator welterweight kickboxing title. Yeah, I wonder why Schilling and Daniels weren't the main event. They weren't the main event because they weren't fighting for belts. But yeah, like I said, this was my review of Bellator 177 and Bellator Kickboxing 6. All right, I'm done, people.
Believe it.